let's start off talking about the city. What facilities are around for students? What facilities are on campus? And please let us know your thoughts on it.
Yeah, Dundee is a fantastic place to study as a student. Dundee is a very friendly place. Our campus is based in the city centre, but it is still a campus-based university. So what that means is that for students studying at undergraduate level, many students will choose to stay on our residences on campus. And our residences are guaranteed for international students coming into undergraduate level as long as they apply before the deadline for September entry. And our accommodation is all en suite. So you're guaranteed your own bathroom, which is a massive bonus if you're coming into a university accommodation. And it also means because many of our accommodation are on campus, you're only going to be a short walk from your lectures. Almost all teaching takes place on our campus. Our medical school is the only school located slightly off campus, around 2 miles away. When you're on campus, you have the student union, and that acts as the support hub and also the venue for many of our social activities. So you can take part by taking advantage of one of our 250 different student societies. So regardless of your interest, I'm sure there'll be something for you to enjoy in Dundee, or one of our over 40 different sports clubs. So whether it is football, rugby, cricket, there's going to be something for you in Dundee. And every student has a Wednesday afternoon off as part of your study to take part in a society or one of these sports clubs as well. And from the campus, you're only a 5 to 10 minute walk into the city centre or to the train station, where there's direct links all the way to London, the capital of the United Kingdom, or around 1 hour to Edinburgh, 1.5 hours to Glasgow. So when you come to the UK and you come to Dundee, you're going to be very well connected. So if you do have the weekends or the holidays, then you're going to be able to go and explore the rest of the UK from a great hub in Dundee.
Lovely. Right, so coming on to restaurants and the food, the cuisine available. So are there halal options or kosher, for instance?
Absolutely. Dundee has a fantastic international community, and we have quite a large Muslim population that both study in Dundee and live in Dundee. So the options for eating out are fantastic. Many halal options across the city, many of which are actually quite closely located to the campus because of our international population, but also for buying in. So you might even find that many of the things you find here in the United Arab Emirates, you're going to be able to buy in some of our international food stores in Dundee as well. So you're going to be well catered for. It will be hopefully a home away from home when you come to study at the University of Dundee.
Definitely. So how's the weather like throughout the year?
So it's going to be slightly colder to what you're used to from living here in the UAE, but the temperature is very pleasant. It never gets too hot and it never gets too cold. So in the winter, you may see some snowy days, but on average, it will be around 4 degrees. In the summer, it goes up to around 20 degrees. So the weather never changes too much, slightly colder, slightly warmer. But the good thing about Dundee is it's actually one of the sunniest cities in the whole of Scotland. So sometimes when people think about the UK, they think of the rain, and sometimes think it never stops. But certainly in Dundee, we have more drier days than wet days. So you get to enjoy those really pleasant temperatures without having to bring an umbrella, which is a really nice thing to have in Dundee.
Definitely. It's a cheerful environment, not a depressing one. So
yeah, absolutely.
Credits up to Dundee. Let's move on to the history of the campus. So can you tell us a little bit about it, the rankings, and the population of students over there?
Sure, yeah. So the University of Dundee, it has a long history. It was originally part of the University of St Andrews, which many people know is a very long-established university. But it was established to provide higher education to the people of Dundee. And it remained part of the University of St Andrews until 1967, when it became an independent university. And at that point, it started to introduce more programs and to offer a comprehensive subject offering to students within the city and beyond. So now on campus, we have around 15,000 students. About 11,000 of those, I think, are undergraduate students. both from Scotland and the rest of the UK, but also from all over the world as well. We have many students from South Asia, from Africa, from East Asia, but I think in total we have students from around 100 different countries, which obviously that changes year from year. So it's a lovely international environment for students to study in.
Perfect.
That's
Yeah,
really important to address.
that's it. And then, of course, let's get moving on to the program. So, can you tell us a little bit what courses are currently on offer at Dundee and a bit about their rankings?
Sure, that's fine. So Dundee itself is a top 30 university in the UK, and we're ranked in the top 250 in the world. We've got good rankings across a range of different programs. We find that the most popular programs for international students are, of course, business. That's always popular. And we have many different programs in business, finance, accounting, economics available in our business school. Within social sciences, at undergraduate level, we have psychology, geography, law. We have humanities faculty with English literature and related programs. But Dundee's probably got particularly well known for sciences, particularly health sciences, and that's one of the areas which I think we're best known for internationally. We have a medical school, and we have an excellent undergraduate program in medicine, which attracts top quality applicants from all over the world. Our medical school is ranked in the top 3 in the UK. And of course, it's hard to get in, but it's an excellent experience for students who take that program. We also have undergraduate dentistry as well, which is also very popular too. And then related to that, we have a really strong offering in our School of Life Sciences. Life Sciences, the research is really well known. It's the first for its research quality within the UK, and they offer programs undergraduate and postgraduate and PhD level, of course. I'll pass to my colleague Grant, who can say a bit more about the range of programs within life sciences.
That's great. Thank you very much, Caroline. So our School of Life Sciences is a large school, and as Caroline says, offers a wide range of undergraduate and postgraduate courses. Many of our students that come into our School of Life Sciences are looking for that practical application of science. So for students that are interested in biology and chemistry, what we'll do within their first year is students will have the opportunity to work in a lab setting. So they'll come into our teaching labs, they'll do a variety of different experiments. They'll have a range of different themes that they can study within their first 2 years. Of course, in Scotland, it would be a 4-year degree. Then in the final 2 years, they're able to specialise in certain disciplines. So that could be things like pharmacology, biological, biomedical sciences, but also things as detailed as drug discovery. So in Dundee, we have a fantastic centre for drug discovery. There's many things you will have seen in the news, perhaps, that were created and discovered at the University of Dundee. So for students coming in undergraduate level, it's a really exciting place to be. And for those coming in at postgraduate or PhD level, you are the ones that are going to be at that cutting edge of science as well. So the opportunities within the sciences in Dundee are very strong.
But with regards to the courses, I mean, how are they taught? Is it more of a research-based approach, or is there also the practical element added in?
Yeah, so it depends on what a student is studying at the University of Dundee. Many of our courses are research-led, so a part of their work will be undertaking research within certain areas. So, for example, in life sciences, it'll be learning from research at the cutting edge of their work. Certainly in my own course, when I studied in geography, we did field trips, so it was up to us to undertake our own research and take that back into the classroom. For some courses, it'll be a little more classroom-based and more text-based, so things like English literature you'll find. But we try to manage that by giving you opportunities in smaller class settings. So alongside lectures, you'll have seminars and tutorials. So you'll get together in smaller groups, sort of 5 to 10 people, and have the chance to discuss with a tutor the text that you're researching or the literature that you're researching. So it really does depend by course. Some courses are much more practical. So for example, our medicine course, we offer an integrated medicine course. And that means from that first month studying medicine at the University of Dundee, they are in the hospital speaking to patients. So it's a real clinical aspect. And similarly with dentistry, we make sure that you are in the dental hospital because the dental school is in the dental hospital. So you're having that really practical aspect of work.
Right. So let's talk about the assessment structure. So in general, do programs have a lot of quizzes? Is there research papers to be written? Or are there topics that students need to write, number of words? How is it graded, the courses?
Yeah, so again, depending on the course, but normally you'll be assessed in a mixture of coursework, research work, some practical elements. And for many of your courses as well, it tends to be exam-based. So it won't be 100% exam-based, so don't worry if you're not strong in exams. It's very, very unlikely there'll be 100% exams. Normally, it's going to be a really nice mixture of that coursework element. So that could be quizzes, it could be multiple choice or longer answers. Many of our courses will incorporate things like presentations and group work. And that's something that I really enjoyed when I was a student, was being able to have the opportunity to present your work. So it really depends. So you'll get a great mixture. It brings variety into your studies. And in some cases, it will bring students outside their comfort zone. But that is why students that graduate from Dundee tend to go into really great opportunities, because we do try and bring students out of their comfort zone during their studies.
So can you now tell us about the duration or the number of years for the programs at University of Dundee?
Yeah, absolutely. So for undergraduate courses, because we are in Scotland, we typically offer a 4-year degree. The only exemptions would be for things like medicine and dentistry. That tends to be a 5-year degree. For undergraduate degrees, the main difference is England would typically offer a 3-year degree, whereas in Scotland it's a 4-year. In Dundee, for some of our courses, we do offer the option of advanced entry into level 2. So that would mean for some students, they might be eligible for a 3-year honours degree. So again, in our social sciences, in our life sciences, perhaps in things like engineering, there is that opportunity. So if they only want to study for 3 years, they can do so as long as they meet those higher entry requirements. And what that means is, obviously, there's 1 year less fees. There's nothing lost within that experience, because you're still getting that 3-year university experience at a university in the United Kingdom.
Terrific. As there are different education systems here in the UAE, so how would you assess them when it would come to applying for the undergraduate programs?
Well, thank you. I think it's important to highlight the number of different curriculums students are studying in UAE. We do have students coming studying at Dundee with different curriculums and different backgrounds. Starting with the British curriculum, studying in UAE. So, for example, if a student's got a very good grades in their A levels and they wanted to go for a year 2 entry, which is a advanced entry, we can certainly look into that. And also for the CBS, which is the Indian curriculum, for the Pakistani curriculums as well, depending on the grades, their final grades, what they've got, we can definitely look into it. Currently, we've got different students coming from UAE every year studying with us, and the feedback what we've got from these students, they're definitely having a good time. The learning atmosphere is very positive. Apart from that, really important to highlight is the graduate employment rate at Dundee University is very high. That means the students get straight into employment within 6 months once they graduate. Some of our courses are very, very popular in UAE. Those courses are medicine related courses as well as life sciences courses. Currently, we are offering up to £8,000 scholarship for our life sciences courses, which is great. Apart from that, we are also offering some courses which comes with the work experience. That means they can do an internship. For example, a BSc honors in business management student are allowed to do a short internship once they finish their 2 years, and they do a short internship within UK, and we are offering the internship opportunities to these students, so they don't have basically don't have to go out and look for the internship. So we are the one who are organizing one, and straight away they do the 1 year again, and they finish the program with that. Some of our new very popular courses in the market, what we've introduced, I think so they could be started next year, which is September 2024, is the BSc Honors in Computing, AI, and Data Sciences. And considering the fact that things are moving very quickly, and we wanted to make sure that we are there and students do receive that sort of knowledge. So we are offering that course from September 2024. Some of the courses which I really wanted to highlight is the engineering courses, which is the mechanical civil. Dundee universities, we are lucky enough to have labs available, and we do focus on hands-on experience rather than theoretical bits. And students do assess, and they go through the different stages until they graduate. So they will be, as my colleague mentioned, Grant earlier, that they'll be doing their exams as well. They're doing the presentations, the group coursework, all of those things, and this is where they reach to do the final stage and graduate. We do offer postgraduate programs. Normally, our postgraduate programs are 1 year long. These postgraduate programs, there is a long list of these programs available on our list. Medical related postgraduate programs are there as well. MSc International Business is quite popular for the region. In the region, basically, we are offering that as well. All these programs comes with the scholarship as well. Undergraduate program, automatic scholarship, £6,000 available for students if they got 60% Indian curriculum, and if they got AAB at the A level, we can offer the scholarship. For the IB curriculum, it's about 30 points. overall, and they can receive one. For the postgraduate scholarship, it's been decided on case to case basis. You submit your documents, and we do accept direct applications as well. So if one is interested to study at the University of Dundee, they wanted to do the application, you can come and speak to SA UK, a very professional staff here in Dubai, or you can do your direct application on our website. Either way, accept the applications.
Perfect.